Greetings, brothers and sisters. What is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We are coming to you with beautiful news once again from Burkina Faso. Some few weeks ago, I think we reported that Burkina Faso had shut down an organization for some months. That is what I don't like about Ibrahim Traore and how he does his things. But maybe he probably has his own reasons why he gives them a few months to rethink their strategies in working in their country. We are now seeing another shutdown of an organization called Target Malaria Project, funded by the one and only biggest funder of all these projects, Bill Gates.
So it was also in Burkina Faso. Remember, guys, Kenya accepted some nonsensical, those things, what is it called? Family planning medicine, And the reason, I don't know, because we have seen a lot of reports of Namibia having been the country that said no. That thing, I think they inject you and you stay for 8 years without having children. I mean, it's also a type of medicine they are saying that caused a lot of problems in their countries. Now it's being brought to our countries.
And it's a pilot project.
They are testing. How are you testing something that was rejected in your place because of there's a lot of lawsuits?
But how stupid are you as Kenya to accept it also?
Not Kenya. It's the people up there, not us. Otherwise, we on the ground are telling people, reject this thing. Have your children. 8 years. It means, what do you want with 8 years?
The government has sealed the facilities, ordering the destruction of all samples. Why did this happen, and what is the link to neocolonialism? Let us find out. Official authorizations have been obtained from, number 1, Burkinabes agencies for biosafety and the environment, number 2, the Health Research Ethics Committee by the Target Malaria Project. An agreement had also been given by the communities on the field sites. Despite these approvals, strong opposition has been stirred by the project. It has been described as risky, potentially dangerous by groups from civil society, led by the Coalition of the Monitoring of Biotechnological Activities in Burkina Faso, CVAB. They have warned against unpredictable and irreversible impacts on health and the ecosystem. Concerns regarding scientific neocolonialism have also been raised by critics who noted that the modified mosquito strains come from European laboratories. Target Malaria insists that it has been respecting the laws of Burkina Faso since 2012 and that it is ready to cooperate. But critics warn that genetically modified mosquitoes released under the guise of a thorough treatment could still wipe out a species. This is why the position that Burkina Faso cannot serve as a testing ground has been affirmed by the CVAB. Very fortunate for Burkina Faso.
I now understand this Target Malaria, what they are doing. There was I think last year or the other year, there was reports that this guy had a lab in some South African country where they were producing like a lot of
Species.
a lot of mosquitoes in a day.
Yeah?
No. It was something that is
reported.
there. It's this what
Why
they
would
are
you
doing.
produce mosquitoes?
They are saying they are GMO mosquitoes.
For what?
In which they are able to wipe out this Anopheles mosquito which carries malaria, but either they are mostly male, or so when they mate with these others, they don't lay eggs, so the mosquito is finished completely. But guys, when they talked about that and they started releasing them, you see Burkina, and then I think Equatorial Guinea, there's some countries in Africa in which it was released. I'm sure even my own countries had that, but we never got the information, because you see where we come from is in the highlands, like it's very cold. Mosquitoes have not been there. Since we were growing, there was no mosquitoes. Today there's mosquitoes, and I think this is the mosquito that is eating us.
But why would you as a president trust somebody like him to say?
No, they fund you. They fund you for the elections. Then when you are there, you have to do what they say. Yeah, you have to comply. So kudos to Burkina. I mean, every African country, can we stop? I mean, we are just congratulating Namibia for saying no to this family planning thing that is now started in Kenya. Namibia said, no, we are only 3 million. Why don't you go to your country? You have about 264 million people. Why are you coming to Kenya? We are only 50 million. We haven't even filled the north of the country. But now we have leaders who are very much into getting rich at the expense of the poor people.
But I want to congratulate Captain, because, you know, with a good leader, the people wake up on the ground. With a good leader, you realize that, oh, we've been played all along. So it's time for us to stand up as the people. And what we're seeing in Burkina Faso is a new change of things, because the people are the one who are taking these initiatives into their own hands and saying, no, we will not allow this. Civil society groups.
Yeah.
How many countries have active civil society groups who will say, come on, not in our country? This is no way even, we are not even seeing anywhere where Captain is involved in rejecting this thing. It's the civil society, because they are now awake. Of course, now the government will now have to listen to the people. Exactly, and that is what happens when you have an awoke generation that will demand for what is right for the people of its country, for themselves. These are the people standing up and saying no. You know, when a leader is bought by these guys and the people are not bought, the people are more than the leader. When they stand up and say we cannot tolerate this nonsense, they will have to comply with the people. So that's what happens when you empower your own citizens. There's not even a single day Burkinabe people, where the Burkinabes will sleep and say, let them do whatever they want to do. They will always rise up for what is right for themselves.
Yeah. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. Man, you know,
beautiful.
We have this guy, the guy who is funding all these, has been doing a lot of dirty things. We have talked about polio in the Central African countries of Malawi, and a lot of people went, a lot of kids became disabled. We have this one which was supposed to be a tetanus, and when we say that word, we get some so the medicine, it led to a lot of young, because that thing was only for girls. Imagine, it's a tetanus thing for girls only, and most of them became impotent. You say impotent, sterile, eh? And now we have this, and this, people are saying it's the same one that was injected into Ethiopians who were, you know, who moved from Ethiopia to Israel. Now the black people in Israel, who they never wanted them to
population.
So they will inject them and it's finished. That guy will never get pregnant.
The unfortunate thing about this is that it's an 8-year-old child, 7, who is probably gonna get, you know, into that stage in the next 15 years plus 7. That's probably the age that most of them will be getting, you know, starting to make children. And trust me, a few of them will remember, if they will ever remember, what they were.
Of course they will remember.
What they were given, and if it's that is causing them to be in that situation. So what is happening here, right here, it's a plan. It's like what you always see, 2050 plan for Africa, and you wonder who will be there in 2050. So this is a plan to reduce the population, not now, in the next 20 years. So they know that they are not doing this to get results tomorrow. They're doing this to get results in the next 20 years, where they want at least to have 5 million population in Kenya, 2 million in, you know, South Africa.
And you know what, some people are saying that it also leads to some cancers. It's brain cancer, I don't know what, you know. So there's a lot that they are not telling us, like they never do. But if we depend on these things, our forefathers never used to have these things. Their own kind of vaccine was, you know, someone was sick and got healed, they take and they apply to the person. For example, measles, someone was sick by measles, they go and he's healed. So they go take some water from their body, their parts, and then they inject into using those, and they will never get it. So that is how it was. So guys, you have to be very careful if you're in Africa and also outside Africa. So let us know what you think in the comment section. If you'd like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We have merchandise. We have a lot of, you know, ways you can support us. Reach out to us on WhatsApp. In the description, we'll have our WhatsApp number, which is also our Telegram number. We see you in the next video. Bye.